Yo, what's good? It's Big Lou, the biggest, and I'm back with a new video. Today I'm breaking down this sample in the style of like Don Toliver, Travis Scott, Cactus Jack type shit. And so yeah, without further ado, here's the sample. Yeah, so that's pretty much the sample. I like how it like slowly progresses into something super epic and crazy and all that. Anyway, I'll break it down now. So I started off with this sample by my boy Steven Schaefer, or this starter, sorry, and it's just what it sounds like by itself. Yeah, so just super simple and stuff, and all the effects I have to it is this guitar rig, the Psychotica preset, an RC20, the lush and crunch guitar, and Melodyne just to find the notes that he was playing, and an EQ to take out the super low lows. Then the next sound I added was this bass, and this bass is just the fat bass from one of Holy's or Jordan, one of Jordan's kits. And all it's doing is following the same notes as the guitar, and this is just what it sounds like. Yeah, super fat, super distorted and all that. I love it. And I don't think I added any effects to that, no. Then the next sound was this like keys, and they're from Analog Lab, the space preset by Louis Flynn in Loophole 3. And what it's doing is I created chords out of the notes that the guitar was playing, and this is what the progression looks like. Just super basic, like what, 2-3 chords, and it's just what it sounds like by itself. Yeah, and then later in the song, like later in the sample, sorry, I just pitched it down an octave. And for the keys, I don't think I have any effects to it. Yeah, not even an EQ or anything. I liked it how it was. Then the next sound I added was this choir, once again from Analog Lab. I'm pretty sure it's the female choir preset. It comes stock with Analog Lab 5, and it's copying the same notes as the chord progression or as the keys you just heard, and this is what it sounds like. And so for the glitching thing that you heard, all I'm doing is, it's with RC20, I'm a dropout preset, and all I was doing was automating the wet knob, pretty much, and that's what you get the glitchy effect. And the other effect I added to this was this convolution, just a small plate, just to add a bit of reverb and stuff. Then the next sound I added was this texture from one of Only One's kits, and it's just what it sounds like. Yeah, I liked how it sounded. It fit the sample, fit the vibe that I was going for, so I added it. Then I added this perk loop from my boy Melange, and this just what it sounds like. Yeah, super crazy, I love it. And for that, I added Portal, the overlapper preset, and that's why you get the crazy, like, weird effects for it. So that's how I did it. Then the next sound was this like kind of synth lead riser type shit, and I'll just play it now. Yeah, so I can't remember, I think it's one of Kane1's kits, and I just added an automation and I put it, I think I time stretched it and made sure it was in key and stuff. I think it already was in key. But yeah, I added an automation just to make the volume come up and like decrease. And there's no effects on it, just an EQ to cut out the lows. And for the last melodic sound was this Pluck from, I think, one of Kane1's kits again. And it's just playing 2 notes, just an F and D sharp. And this is just what it sounds like. Yeah, so just repeating that a couple times during the sample. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Then just bounced everything out as usual, pitched it down 1. Then for the master chain, pretty much just my normal chain, just added an effect track with the basic vintage punch preset. It's the first preset when you load it up and you press the right, this little right knob here. Then J37, add a bit of like vintage tape emulation, this side chain just to make it like come in and out, the volume in and out and stuff, and a mid-side matrix, just the sides turned down a bit because I felt it was a bit too wide, and an EQ cutting out the super lows. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the sample. Let me know if you guys learned anything, let me know what you guys want to see, all that. Follow me on Instagram @LouisOblin, and yeah, peace and stay safe.